Yeah, I've been thinking about that. Exactly, this point that you said, it's very important. What if Iran doesn't even get, a scratch from an Israeli attack? And but at the same time, uh, would the Israeli government, I mean, the Zionist crazy people there, Nathaniel by itself, would they accept that they are not capable of doing anything? Because at this point, they should at least,
Well,
yeah, exactly. That's a very easy question answer.
dude, yeah, I mean, yeah, you're thinking rationally.
Yeah.
I mean, you're thinking logically. This is beyond rational and logic. This is the realm of
Hmm.
religious. They believe literally that they are living in the end of times. Their actions will usher in the return of the Messiah or the coming of the Messiah, not the return, because Christianity believes that the Messiah has already come and will return. Traditional Judaism believes that the Messiah must come, sure as era of peace. Um, so they really firmly, truly believe that they're gonna create the situations that's going to produce the Messiah, and they don't care how many millions of people they have to kill in the process to try to fulfill that dream.
And I think this comes to a point, this brings us to the point that we have to discuss this possible, this talks about a possible nuclear strike over Iran.
Yeah.
We have talked about this the last two shows that we had here. We had the Holy Wars show that we discussed a little bit of this messianic thinking that you just mentioning, this lack of its own logic, own messianic logic, and also the small talks in the corridors that, well, perhaps we should just drop a nuke. And one thing that
Yeah.
I forgot to talk about that day, that you were before or after you went to the deep dive with Daniel Davis, I forgot to ask this, and is the bureaucratic consequences of Israel dropping a bomb. And I'm going later say why I think this is important is, and we are going back to the other soap opera that is Ukraine and Kursk incursion. uh, if Israel drops a bomb, it will assume it has a bomb. It will prove to the world that it has a bomb, because right now they still live, although we talk about it, yeah, they pretty much said so, but officially they still live in the world that they have the strategic, what's it called, doubt, I forgot the term, that they don't have the bomb, because that would be a bureaucratic.
You mean do you mean strategic deterrence?
No, strategic duality, like, I don't have, but I have, but I cannot tell you I have. um, because for the United States, they have to bureaucratically, according to the United States law, for what I understood, they cannot maintain relations with a country that has a nuclear weapon. And, if Israel does that, they cannot follow
Well,
the law.
there was
Ambiguity.
one.
Hobo corrected me. Strategic ambiguity. Thank you, Hobo.
Strategic. Okay, yeah. It is. It's in that one piece legislation, or I guess it became law, but nobody's going to enforce it. I think there's way too much importance paid to that. The ballot is not going to change the situation on the ground. What Israel's got to face now is its use of nukes would be targeted at either Iranian military facilities, nuclear facilities, or oil facilities, or some combination. Well, Iran has a pretty good idea of what the targets are, so they're built up both air defense systems that can shoot down ballistic missiles. And on top of it, they can then put in directed electronic warfare that could disrupt the ability of those missiles to probably track and hit their target in Iran. I believe that's one of the things that's delaying a response both by Iran and by Israel. Is there's a lot of new uncertainty here, especially since the Russians are in place. I wouldn't be surprised to see the Chinese also providing some quiet support behind the scenes, because the Chinese, Russians have been conducting joint military exercises with Iran for the last 5 years. And the militaries have been in touch and coordinating for 7 years at least. So it wouldn't shock me that China also has an interest in wanting to help Iran, if nothing else, keep the oil flowing out of the Persian Gulf, because it's critical for China's economy.